Alright, what is up everyone? This is the live workout number 2 this week. We're going to be going live doing a workout for skaters starting right now. So this is number 2 this week. We did the last one on Monday. We've got another one coming on Friday. This is all workouts designed for skaters. So we're going to get started very soon. How's everyone doing? For this one, you're going to need a box, alright? So, just a small box, like this is about 20 centimeters tall. If you don't have a box, you could just use your board, but just make sure that it can't roll, you know? So just, I don't know, put it on a carpet or on like, I don't know, something next to the wheels or something just to stop it rolling. And we're going to get started very soon. What's up everyone, how's it going? So yeah, we're going to be starting very soon a workout for skaters live in Barcelona. So we're just going to wait, see who comes along, and then we're going to get going. Hello small bubbard. I think it was George, right? Veranstaltungen. Who else we got? Lightning G. Hello everybody. So yeah, we're going to be starting very soon a workout for skaters live, and what you're going to be needing for this one is just like a box, or you could use your board as well. So I've got a box that's like 20 centimeters tall. You just need something that can't, if you use your board, just make sure it can't roll, you know? You just need something that you can basically just jump on top of. And hey Myra, how's it going? So yeah, we're starting very soon. I'm just gonna wait another couple of minutes and see who else gets involved. Alex, queso in the bolsa. Alex, are you gonna be getting involved with this workout? We'll work on that pop for you. We'll get you popping over a meat stick in no time. So, how's the music? Is it too loud? Is it all? Can you hear me good? All right. So yeah, we're gonna wait just maybe like another minute. Yeah, for everyone that's just come, we're going to be doing a live workout for skaters. Can't hear you at all. Yeah, live workout starting soon. This is number 2 this week. We've got another one coming on Friday as well at the same time. And then yeah, maybe some more next week. But I can actually go skating this Saturday. We're allowed out of quarantine starting this Saturday to go out and do individual sports. So luckily, skating is an individual sport. And yeah, first time I'm going to be skating in like 2 months, so I'm super hyped. Yeah, I don't know if it's for 1 hour per day. I haven't heard that there's like a specific time limit on it. I think from what I've read, it's just that you can go out and do individual sport. I don't know if it's with a time limit. If it is like 1 hour limit, I'll just go for 1 hour, come home for like 30 seconds and then go back out again. Just do that like 5 times a day. Alright, so for everyone that's just come, we're going to be starting a live workout for skaters. Right now, we're starting right now. For this one, you're just going to need a box of some kind. So this is like a 20 centimeter box just to jump up on. If you don't have a box, you can use your board. Just make sure that it can't roll. And yeah, there we go. All right. So I guess we're gonna get started. Yeah, everyone good? All right, okay, let's do it. Let's get going. Oh, actually, hon, if I swap that, is that gonna? Am I upside down now, or is it? No, it's flipped it, hasn't it? Yeah, okay, that's better like that. Well, yeah, I kind of agree. It's not really a sport. It's a bit of a weird, borderline situation. That's a topic for another day, though. For this quarantine, I'm considering it as a sport. That's for sure. All right, let's get going. So yeah, we're going to start off with just a dynamic warm-up. So we're going to do the same thing that we've always been doing so far. So 30 seconds of star jumps, starting off like this. Basically just get everything pumping. If you've got like other ways that you prefer to warm up, you can pretty much do anything you want. Just make sure you get a little bit of a sweat up and you feel ready for what's to come. Alright, so next one we're going to do like a side star jump thing, so right leg, right arm over, and then jump over like that, swap over, left leg, left arm. We're going to do 30 seconds of this as well. If you've got like a skipping rope or whatever, if you prefer to just use that, you can just blast some skipping rope action. Pretty much anything you want. If you want to just do forward rolls around your house, that would work as well. I need to figure out a clock for these ones because I've got no idea if we're actually doing 30 seconds or not. Don't have the clock sorted yet. Alright, so next one we're going to do lateral lunges, like side to side lateral lunges. So you're going to step over to the side, keep that right leg straight, bend the left knee, touch the floor. You're going to hop over to the middle and then do the same on the other side. So hop over, lateral lunge, touch the floor, lateral lunge. We're going to do 10 of these each side. Alright, so 2 more of these. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to do, let's move the camera a little bit. We're going to get onto the floor. We're going to do, get down into a push-up position. So you've got your wrists underneath your shoulders, and then you're going to step one leg up next to your hand. And from this position, we're just going to open up to the side, reach into the air, hold that one, and then come back. Do 5 of these each side. So you're just going to reach into the sky, and then come back. Now swap to the other side, foot next to the hand, wrist under the shoulder. Come up. Smack your hand on the side. And one more. Alright. How's it going? So yeah, for everyone that's just joined, we're doing a live workout for skaters. We're like just in the dynamic warm-up now, so raz and warm up fast and get involved. Alright, so next one, back on the floor. For this one, you're gonna come onto your back, bring your feet pretty close to your ass, and you can turn your feet out at about 45 degrees. Now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lift your hips up and just squeeze your ass, contract your ass cheeks like super tight. It might help to lift up your toes as well, so you feel it more in your ass. And you're just going to squeeze hard. and just hold that position for a little bit. Hold it and down, just to activate the old gluteus. Jumping jacks are called star jumps in the UK. Why are they called jumping jacks? Like, where did Jack come from? What about Jimmy? Jumping jimmies. Alright, so that's it for the dynamic warm-up. We're gonna... Yeah, you can use a yoga mat if you want. Anything you like. For some of these exercises though, it might actually not be big enough if we're going to do some like jumping ones, but yeah, you go for a yoga mat if you want. Alright, so for this first one, what we're going to be doing is, I'll show you from the side, basically with your upper body completely like solid as one block, you're going to flex your knees a little bit, shift your ass back with your whole upper body moving as a block so you're not curving over, but that movement's coming from the hips. And then you're going to shift your weight onto one foot. And then from here, what we're going to be doing, if you've done a workout with me before, we were doing lateral ones like this, but today we're going to be doing basically like kind of circular movements like this. So we're going to do 5 reps of, basically 1 rep is round like that, and then back round the other way, that'll be 1 rep. And the goal with this is you're not moving any other part of your body other than just the leg. So your pelvis is completely solid. You can put your hands there to just feel where your pelvis is moving. And you're just going to be moving around like this. So the movement just comes from the leg. So we're going to do 5 of these each side. So that's 2 reps like that. So yeah, movement is just coming from that leg. Make sure your knee isn't going in as well like this. And just stretch as far as you can within your range of motion, so within whatever limits you have, without moving your pelvis up like that. Alright, so onto the other side. You're going to flex your knee a little bit, move your ass back, moving your upper body as one block. And from here, we're just going to do the same thing. So as far as you can. Just, yeah, make sure you're not moving like this. And then back round, that's 1 rep. This one's more about control as opposed to speed, you know? Making sure you're keeping yourself like super still, and that movement's just coming from the leg. Alright. How's it going? Okay, so we're going to do that same thing again. If that one was like super easy for you, then you can make it a little bit more tech, so you do the exact same situation as you were doing before, but now you're just going to come up onto your toes. So lift that heel up and just do the exact same thing. This will make it much more challenging to stay with good technique. This one's super hard. I haven't really practiced this one like that with the heel up. Alright, last one this side. And onto the other side. So move that whole upper body as one block. Ass back. If you want to lift up the heel as well, make it a bit more difficult, you can do that. And alright, and one more, this side. Alright. Alright, so next one what we're going to be doing is these. We're going to be doing basically little absorption things. So you're going to be coming up onto the balls of your feet, and we're going to be shooting down fast and landing with all of our weight just on the one leg. So before we start, just get the feeling of what it feels like to have your center of gravity over that foot, and just have a good feel of like this position. So from the side, same thing goes to the last exercise. You're going to be landing with good technique, you're not curving at the back, and try and land soft as well. So basically the concept is up on the toes as high as you can come, and then you're going to shoot down fast like that, land soft, land quiet, and just try and hold that position for like 1 or 2 seconds, alright? So we're going to do 5 of these each side, alternating sides like that. Make sure when you land as well, your knee's not going in. Oi. Alright. How's everyone going? Yeah, that one burns a little bit. Good like range, good exercise for like hip range of motion and stability as well. Yeah, so that last one's sick for just teaching your body how to absorb like high speed force. Can you imagine when you're going down to like pop your trick, if you can't absorb and control that force when you go down, or when you're like landing your tricks, for example, if you can't like absorb and stabilize that force, you're not going to be able to turn it back around and use it to get yourself up off the ground. So that's a super important part of training for skating, teaching yourself how to like absorb forces and stuff. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing again. I'll go to like side view this time so you can see what it's like from the old side view. So same thing, 5 on each side. Come up onto your toes and shoot down fast. Stabilize it. Swap to the other side, same thing. So you can see I'm not landing like curved over, landing with good techers. Last one each side. Alright. There we go, so that's that one done. That's 2 sets of that one. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to get our boxes out. So your board, your box, whatever you've chosen. Maybe I'll try and bring this down, just the camera down a little bit. Is that better like that? No, maybe not. Alright, we're going to go back up this up. Alright, so... Okay, so for this one, what you're going to be doing is alternating between sides again, and we're going to be doing single-legged jumps laterally up onto the box. So you're going to be trying to jump up onto the box as fast as you can, just coming whatever speed and depth you want to go down, whatever's natural for you. You're going to go down, come up fast onto that box, and then as soon as you land on the box, you're going to do like basically another little mini jump, and then you're going to stabilize it. So both of the jumps, you need to try and do them as fast as possible. So this one here, it's going to be fast, and then a fast one. So as soon as you touch the box, I want you to do another tiny little jump, and then stabilize it for a second as well. And then we'll swap over and do the same thing from the left leg. And we're going to do 5 of these each side as well, alright? So, same goes, none of that knee going in, make sure you're landing with good technique like the other exercises. And let's do it. So as fast as you can, land fast, stabilize it, swap sides, stabilize it, other side. Like that. Stabilize it. One more both sides. How do people find that one? We're going to do one more set of those ones as well. So yeah, for anyone that's just logged in right now, we're doing a live workout for skaters. Like, we're about 2 exercises in, so if you want to just blast the warm up fast, then get involved, join us now. And yeah, if you want to do it again later, if you want to do this whole workout later, it's going to be saved online as well, so you can just go to the channel, go to the Daily Push channel, and all of the lives are going to be saved there as well. Alright, so we're going to do one more set of those. With these exercises, we want to make sure that we're not tired as well, so we want to make sure we're as as fully recharged as possible. We've got as much energy as possible so we can go as fast as we possibly can. Alright, so this isn't about getting tired, about endurance, this one's about just generating as max force as possible and good techers as well. Alright, so up fast and control it. Alright? I'm going to go over to the side as well so you can see the side view. Try and land soft on the box as well if you can. Alright. Yeah, for everyone, if you're feeling any kind of pain in the knees or anything like that, then obviously yeah, you need to change the exercises for you personally. This one, that little extra mini jump is going to add a little bit of extra stress on the knees, so yeah, you can either get rid of that mini jump or you can do double-legged version. So instead of doing the single one, you can just do like that, and then over time just start progressing to the single-legged ones. Alright, sick. So we're going to go on to the next one now. So this one is basically like a lateral bound. So we're going to be jumping as far and high as we can in one direction, and then we're going to land and stabilize it and stick that position, hold that for a second or two, and then bounce back in the other direction. So this one can be a little bit dodgy and hard to land with good technique and stabilize yourself without practicing it. So before we start, just do like a few little jumps like that and just get the feeling of jumping to the side and holding and keeping your balance. And then we'll go and try and do faster ones. However, if this is like still super hard for you and maybe you haven't been skating for a long time, you might want to just stick with those not maximal efforts and then just gradually progress things. Like with any exercise, any program, you've got to progress it for whatever fits you personally. Sadly, I can't see like how you guys are doing the exercises, so I can't give you like personal pointers. But yeah, I'm hoping you're able to adapt them for you personally. Alright, so we're going to do 4 on each side. The goal is to jump as high and far as possible, but like an equal distribution between height and distance, and then just stick the landing. Alright, so you're going to jump and stick, and as well, don't stick like super stiff. Stick like that and try and absorb the force as well. Alright, was that 3? Was that 4? I don't know. 4, I don't know how many I did, but you can do 4 each side. And then we're going to have a little break and then do another one of those. So yeah, for whenever you do these kind of like fast plyometric style, jumping style exercises. If you add them into your own programs or whatever, try and do them at the start of your session, and when you're like fully charged as well. Because with these kind of exercises, we're trying to train like our maximal abilities. And if you do them later on in your program when you're already tired, then you're not going to be able to like go as fast and explosive as you need to go. So you're not going to be getting those adaptations that you're trying to get. And as well, when it comes down to rest periods, like make sure you're resting as well after each set. Do like low reps. So for these, we've been doing 5 reps. Do like, I would say that's almost like the max to go for, like 5 reps. And then however much rest you need, a minute, 2 minutes, even up to 5 minutes, you know, like just make sure you're fully rested and you're fully ready to go again. Alright, so we're going to do that same one again. So 4 on each side. I'm going to try and count it a little better this time. So you're going to land, absorb the force, jump over. Alright. Yeah, for those knee issues, guys, just stick with the simpler versions, you know. So just take it easy. Don't even do big jumps. Just go little distances, and yeah. Or maybe even better to actually sit out the plyometric ones. I mean, that's actually it for today on the plyometric exercises. But yeah, if you've got some kind of ACL issue or something, you're better training with someone who's like at least guiding you, maybe a physio or something, or with me if I could actually see you. But yeah. All right, so that's it for the plyometric ones. We're now going to go over to one on the, I didn't mention actually, you need a sofa or a chair or something for this one. So you need something at knee height, all right? So I'm going to be using the sofa. I hope I'm going to give you like 20 seconds to run away and get a chair or something, whatever you need. Just something at knee height, basically. And yeah, for this one, you're going to come onto your back on the sofa. So you're going to have your shoulder blades on the edge of the sofa. You're going to have your ankles underneath your knee, so your knees are at a 90-degree angle, and then you're going to have a straight line from your knee to your shoulders, alright? So you're not going to be dropping down at all for this exercise. I want you to maintain that straight line, and you're not coming up either, alright? So in a straight line, from here we're going to be basically lifting up one leg at a time, and then squeezing the ass cheek on the side which has got the foot on the floor. So I'm squeezing my right ass cheek super tight, and then swapping over to the other side, squeezing that one super tight as well. If you feel this a lot in the hamstrings, it can be because you edge your feet too far forward, so just bring them back underneath your knees, and if you feel it on your back, like I said, it's because you can basically be curving up too high. Alright, so we're going to do 3 to 5 each side with 5-second holds on each side, alright? So lift up that left leg, squeeze the right ass cheek super tight, 5 seconds, squeeze there, and swap over. Alright, so squeeze that ass cheek as well, super tight, swap to the other side, squeeze there, squeeze there. So you're not sagging at the hips or nothing like that. Watch out for your feet, because they sometimes edge forwards, you know, and then you start feeling it in the hamstrings. So that's not what we want. Want it in the old buttocks. Man, there's so many names for the ass, right? Ass, buttocks, bottom, batty shaft. I need to control myself. Too much talking. Alright, there we go. So that's 5 on each side. Alright, that one can be pretty intense, so don't worry if that one was difficult for you. That's pretty normal. Did everyone feel that in the ass good? Not in the hamstrings or the back? Alright, so we're going to go now set number 2 for that one. So same position on the shoulder blades, feet under the knees, straight line from the knee to the shoulder, and lift up. Squeeze the ass cheek. Drop sides. Squeeze good. These kind of isometric exercises are great if you don't want to have much muscle pain the next day. So you're still going to get those gains in strength, and you're just going to avoid a lot of muscle ache that can come from kind of slower, more eccentric style, which is like the lengthening part of the movement kind of style exercises. Whenever I talk, I like forget how many reps I've already done. I need someone here, like I need an assistant here, just counting my reps for me. Alright. There we go. So that's that one done. Okay, so next one we're going to be doing, we're going to be going over onto the back, and we're going to be doing a similar style one. I might actually bring you down for this one. So we're going to be doing a similar kind of exercise, but this time in reverse, so this way with the heels on the sofa, and you're going to lie back with a slight bend in your knees, and from this position you're going to come up, so you've got roughly a straight line from your shoulder to your knees, and you're going to lift up each leg at a time. So you're going to hold that position for 5 seconds and then swap over to the other side. Alright? If that's like super intense, you can come a little bit further forwards and do it from that position. Alright, so we're going to come up. We'll do about 3 to 5 on this exercise as well, so if 3 is already enough for you, you can stop after 3. Push up as well through your hips. And make sure you're not sagging either in between sets, in between reps. So one more each side. Alright. Yeah, that one can be pretty intense as well. Yeah, isometrics are super good exercises for gaining a lot of strength in like specific angles. So if you imagine like the position where if you go down to pop your trick, and whatever knee angle or like hip angle you're at, if you basically practice in like that specific range of motion, you can build a lot of strength like in that specific range. So if you imagine at the bottom, when you go down to pop your trick, at the bottom of that movement, like that position is a lot of the times where we don't actually train, because if you imagine doing like an ollie or like an exercise in the gym, you'll just go straight down and up and you just bounce out of it. So you're not really training a lot of strength in that bottom part of the movement, because it can be like a lot of like the elastic parts of the body basically kind of take over. So yeah, working specifically like isometric exercises in those kind of weaker positions can be super helpful when it comes down to like actually doing your tricks and that, you know. Like with anything, like working on those weaker areas, whatever area of your life it might be, is always like gets you the best results, you know. Alright, set number 2. So you're going to come up, lift that leg up, push through the hips, but not so much that you're curving at the back. Just so you're in a straight line, you know? If you haven't done a lot of exercises before and you don't skate on a regular basis, you might be better off with these kind of exercises as well, like bracing your core before you come up, and then basically trying to maintain that brace before, as you go through the exercise, especially as well if you feel it a lot on your back. I've done it again. I've talked too much and now I've forgotten what rep I'm on. Alright, so we'll go 2 more each side. I'm sweating at this one. Alright. Sick. Okay, so now we're going to move on. We're going to do a little combo double exercise. So I guess I can leave the camera down here. We're going to be doing single leg squats to the sofa, and then we're going to combine that with a exercise on the floor as well. So we'll start off with just the single legged squats. For these ones, you're just going to be standing close to the sofa or to the chair, whatever you've got at knee height. If you don't have anything, you can just do air squats. And as well, if it's too hard for you to get down to that sofa position, you can do the same thing. You can just do air squats in the position that you're at. So you're going to stand on your foot, shift your weight over onto that one foot, and from here, you're going to be going with your upper body as a block, and you're just going to be coming down, touching, not collapsing, just touching, and coming back up like that. So you're also making sure your knee doesn't go in, just kind of pay attention to that. And if it's too hard to go down all the way, you can get something like a pillow there, for example, and just go like that, and then there we go. So we're going to do 8 to 12 of these, whatever you feel like doing. So just come down slow, and then push into the ground to come up. Try and as well like evenly distribute your weight across your foot as well. Do whatever you want with your arms. I just like to have them out in front like this. So we're going to go down slow, come up reasonably fast. If you've got knee pain, you might be better off just going down, maybe relaxing at the bottom, and then coming up slow as well. So you're avoiding that kind of elasticy exchange at the bottom. Man, I forgot the reps again, shit. I need that assistant. Who wants to be my rep counting assistant? Alright, so once we've done that one side, we've worked for me, I work the left side. If you work the right side, you're going to do this exercise the other way. So you're going to come onto the floor, and so left side is left side of the body on the ground. If you worked your right leg, right side of the body on the ground. You're going to have your elbow underneath your shoulder, upper body is straight, so like from your hip to your shoulders. You've got your knees at about a 45-degree angle, your feet roughly in line with your upper body. I like to have my arm as well, my hand up there. Also, you're not rolling forwards, so make sure you're holding a good position. And you're going to come up like that, and then back down, up like that, back down, like that. We're going to do 8 of these. So you're not collapsing onto the floor. Alright, okay? Now we're going to get up and do the other leg that we didn't work before. And another, I guess I did 10, so we're going to do 10 here as well. Come down, touch the ass, and come up. Not curving at the back. Push into the ground to come up. Make sure your knee isn't going in either, so you've got good control over that knee. Come down slow, come up relatively fast. Alright, so now we're going to go down on the floor and do the other side. So now if you've done your right leg, you'll be on your right side. If you did your left leg, you'll be on your left side. And a 45-degree angle at the knees. And your feet in line with your upper body. Hand here, you're not rolling forwards. And you're going to come up, do 8 of these. Alright, so now we'll get up again and we'll go to that first leg and do the same thing again. So you're going to come down slow, maybe I can try and face you a little bit so you can see what's going on with my knee. Alright, onto the floor. Now we'll work the other side. So another 8 in this position. So you're going to come up, back down. Alright, so 8 there. Now, final set, final leg. So you're going to come onto that right, or the whatever leg you haven't done yet, and come down, go up fast. Two more of these. Alright, and now back onto the floor again. Same thing. And blast it. So another 8 here. Alright, how's everyone doing? Do people want more? Alright, yeah, this one I kind of thought of the other day because I thought for people that don't have bands at home, this exercise is usually really good for basically training your body to, if you imagine if you've got a band, right, and you would attach that band to the wall, for example, then let's say the band's over there, right, so it's pulling in that direction, it's pulling me this way. You would basically get yourself in a position where there's enough tension so you have to actively kind of stop that force, right, so you're training those rotational muscles of your body. But you're training them in a way that's like more kind of more like kind of accurate to how we actually use our core, which is to provide us stability, right? So I thought for the ways that we could do this without having a band is that you could basically, let me see if I can get you in front of the wall, just push against the wall. So I don't really have a good position to do this, but if you imagine, oh, hold on, let me try and find a better angle. Maybe over here, that's a better view. So for this one, come up against the wall, right? And we're basically going to be pushing at a 90-degree angle into the wall, as if we were kind of trying to force ourselves into the wall like with that kind of motion. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but stand with your feet about the kind of width you have on your board and have a slight flexion in your knees. From this position, you're now going to push into the wall and you should feel your core light up pretty hard. So you're going to hold that for about 5 to 10 seconds and then now release. And then we're going to go down again a little bit further. So flex down a little bit further. And you're going to do the same thing. So push into that wall. You should feel those muscles in your core lining up pretty hard. Alright, now we'll do the same thing for the other side. So this is really like not a good angle at all. I don't know how to get a good angle. Alright, I'll do it over here I guess. So if you see, I guess it's easier to see here, you can see that my hand would be pushing past this in this angle if the wall wasn't here, but obviously the wall's there, so it's stopping me. So you hold that about 5 to 10 seconds, and then release. Go down a little bit further, as if you were doing a squat, like popping a trick. And hold that position in 5 to 10 seconds as well. There we go. And we'll do one final one. This one's a good one as well for basically training elasticity around your ankles and that. So we're going to be doing, let's say, about 30-second jumps, like side to side like this. Sub-max, you're not trying to jump as hard as you possibly can, but I want you to make sure that your heels don't hit the floor at all. So you imagine that's the floor. That's the floor, that's your heel, it's like just above the floor. And then when you take off, I want you to push into the floor as well. So we're going to be doing that side to side. So jumping like that, you're flexing your feet into the ground, but then you're not letting your heels touch the floor. So you should start to feel your calves burn up. If you don't feel this in your calves at all, this is like just super easy for you. Maybe you've been skating for ages, you skate frequently, then you can try doing one-footed versions. That one makes mine, and then you swap over to the other side. Can be useful to have like a line on the floor to help you know how to jump. That one makes my calves burn up hard. That's for sure. Alright, well I guess we'll call it a day there. Yeah, how do people find that one? You're welcome, George. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone, guys. Yeah, and like the next session is going to be on Friday. So yeah, same time on Friday. And then who knows? Maybe we make these things more regular. I don't know yet. I need to have a little think about what I want to do. Let's see. Yeah, Friday as well. I'm going to do some different exercises as well, just to give you guys like some more ideas, different things you can do. So that you can even start designing your own programs and that. And yeah. Yeah, some workout stretches. I can show you some stretches for sure. I've got a video actually up on the YouTube channel with a load of stretches that you can check that one. One thing about one thing about stretching, like as an actual, unless you actually enjoy stretching and you actually see it as like a relaxation kind of style thing, then it's not actually that essential after you've done some kind of sport or skating or whatever. Like the main thing that you need to focus on after you go for a heavy session is that you just kind of get yourself in like a chilled, like relaxed state, so your body can start healing itself. But if stretching like helps you chill and helps you relax after a session, then like 100% like do it. It can be super beneficial. But if it doesn't, and you've got other things that you might like to do instead that help you chill, and they help you like chill better than stretching, then go for those, you know. Because in terms of like muscle recovery and all that, then and yeah, obviously dynamic stretching before you go skate, which is a different kind of style stretching. That's great for getting you prepared for your session. Yeah, and exactly, if you want to do it like after you wake up, if you enjoy doing it, then 100% go for it. I've got nothing against stretching. Like I stretch just like when my body kind of tells me that it wants to stretch. And yeah, I pretty much do it like that. Exercises to increase the speed of flicking. Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, the thing with the speed of flicking, I was talking to Jerome, skateboard physio, about this, and it's really more of like an elastic kind of elastic motion as opposed to like actual muscle kind of force. At least like this is what we discussed. This is what he felt was more the case, and it makes a lot of sense because when you run, for example, like that's more of like an elastic movement as opposed to like a lot of muscular kind of strength pushing you throughout space. So yeah, when it comes down to like increasing your flick, I guess some good exercises would be some of the stuff like Dr. Carl Brown put up, where you had like a medicine ball and you were basically just kind of kicking it into the wall. You could also use a band as well, and try and figure out a way which would, if you imagine I don't have a band here to show you, but if you imagine like doing something which would pull your foot in one direction, so it would then kind of be a pre-movement for then you like flicking it back the other way. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. Like instead of doing slow movements like that, do more of like a movement where you would if you imagine this is a band in my hand and I've got tension on the band right now. So if I let my foot relax, it would collapse in like this. If you imagine basically having that tension and then doing exercises where you relax and then blast it back like that. So instead of doing like slow kind of controlled movements where you're doing it like slow movements like this, I think those kind of things could be beneficial, but I think in terms of making like real improvements in your flick, it would be better to do more of those kind of elastic style movements where you relax and then go against the tension. Did that make sense? Don't know if it did. I'll do a video actually on working on your flick. I'll do a full video on that with some different exercises and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, if we got no more questions, I guess I will bounce. Alright guys, I'm gonna get going. So yeah, massive thanks for coming along. I really appreciate it. I like doing these lives a lot. And yeah, see you on Friday. Meniscus surgery, Rodrigo. Nah, mate, I'm not a physio, so I'm a personal trainer. that's not really my realm, speak to Skateboard Physio on Instagram or Dr. Carl Brown. These guys are skate physios and they'll be able to give you more specific advice in those kind of areas. All right, guys, massive thanks, and yeah, see you Friday. Yeah, Skateboard Physio. Actually, I'll just type it in the. Can I type on this? Okay, I don't know how to type, but yeah, it's just one word, Skateboard Physio, but just spelled PH on the physio instead of FI. So PHYSIO, Skateboard Physio. There we go. All right. Peace, everybody. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever, wherever you are in the world. See you on Friday.